Okay, this is Mr. Elmhorst. We're going to go through the comparing fractions practice here. So we look at problem number 1. Get the game opened up here. So we have like denominators, so that means these are the same size pieces. So 6 out of 7 is going to be more pieces than 2 out of 7. So we're going to put 2 dots there and 1 dot by the other side. Okay, so this is more pieces or more parts right here. Okay, so you go to, now here we have numerators. We have the same number of parts, but the 3, when you only cut it up into 3, you're actually going to have bigger parts. Bigger parts than 1 out of 10. 10 would be cut into smaller parts. So we got 2 dots here and then 1 dot by the other side. So when the numerators are the same, it's the same number of parts. Same number of parts, but this one is bigger on the other side. Okay, so number 3, we have the same size of parts, and 8 is more parts, the same size of parts, same size, but these are more parts on the top. 8 out of 12 is more than 1 out of 12. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so these are different size parts. This is actually a bigger piece because it's only cut up into 4 instead of 8. Bigger parts right here, 4. And so it's actually going all the way down here where it is greater than, where the left fraction is going to be greater than. So just up above, same size parts on the bottom. So same size, cut up into 5 and 5. And this one actually has more parts. So going to be greater than, here we go. And here we have the same number of parts, but if we look on the right, being cut up into 5 is going to be a bigger piece than being cut up into 8. So this is a bigger piece. Fifths are going to be a little bit bigger than eighths. So right here we're going to switch it around. And then let's see, for 11, so we got same right here, same pieces, but this one is cut up into less pieces, but they're going to be bigger pieces. Okay, so here we go. All right, and then just last one here for the examples. So 2 out of 3 is going to be greater than 1 out of 3. 1 piece out of 3. Okay, and just kind of scroll down to the back side. Go through a few examples. This is supposed to be 1/3. So here's a visual of what it's supposed to look like. So 1 out of 3, there's one piece on both of these, but when it's cut up into 3, these are bigger pieces or bigger parts than 1 out of 4. So this one is going to be greater than 1/3 is actually greater than 1/4. So this is a same size pieces, same number of pieces, same number of parts. There's 1 and 1, but this one is only cut up into 2 pieces. So these are bigger. These are bigger parts. So 1 out of 2. So this one is going to be greater than the triangle. So 1 out of 2 is going to be bigger than 1 out of 3. So now let's take a look at this one. So here we have the same number of parts on top, same number of parts, but 3 is cut up into bigger pieces. So if we look right here, so the force is going to be a smaller piece than the thirds. We can visually see that here. So these pieces here are going to be greater than the 2/4. 2/3 is going to be greater than 2/4. And we can see the same thing over here as well, same number of parts. So these are bigger. Let me write that in there real quick. And these are bigger pieces here. The fifths are bigger than tenths. Okay, so the bigger pieces are going to get 2 dots. And we should be able to finish those up and get it turned in.